Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to all across the Delaware Valley. We are one day away from the trade deadline. The Eagles, full pads yesterday, off today. We'll dive through the first padded practice and then look ahead to what's next for the Birds. But the big story on Action News, as we always love to talk about, yes, the Phils and the deadline. So Phils in Chicago, the White Sox win last night. Pretty easy. The Lizard was good. He didn't have great stuff last night. He didn't have strikeout stuff last night. But what I liked about what he did was he was economical with his pitches. He finished with 90 pitches last night. He could have finished the game. But, Topper thought, hey, look, we'll get him out. Good outing. He was effective. Granted, it's the White Sox, right? He struggled, but he struggled in the first inning, was able to work through it. He pitched to contact and didn't get hurt. He also pitched out of the windup, which he pitched out of the stretch, which he had been struggling with. So, all in all, I'll take that because that was a kind of a rebound performance. It was something that, you could draw from in the postseason. Like, hey, man, I don't need to strike everybody out. He's got ridiculous stuff, right? So when he's on and his stuff is moving, he's going to rack up strikeouts. But when he doesn't, what it showed you was he caught a lot of the plate last night. Remember when he went through the spell of his last outing against the Red Sox, 4 no-hit innings, mixed in a couple walks, and then the meltdown happened in the 5th inning where he couldn't find the strike zone. Well, he was around the plate without his best stuff, so that's where you see a lot of that contact. That's good. That's a good thing. So, and Lord knows you need him. He's got to be your Game 3 starter. I'll reiterate this. You're going to go with Wheeler. Sanchez will be Game 2. Luzardo, Game 3. You hope that Nola's Game 4, and that Ranger is your backup. Like, you want Ranger to be your swing guy so that if, something happens with Luzardo, you go to Ranger. Something happens with Nola, you go right to Ranger, right? So that would be my strategy going forward in the playoffs. And I think you got to, from now until October, because they're going to make the playoffs, from now until October, that would be my strategy pitching-wise. Once you get Nola back in the fold, I know we got Taiwan today, but that's going to end soon, right? Like once you get Nola back, and we'll see what happens with Painter, but once Nola comes back, Walker's gone, right? Like he gets buried. But the big deal over the next 2 days leading up to tomorrow at the deadline is who you're going to get to close, right? Who's your back-end piece? So Matt Gelb from The Athletic had a good piece about this. He's talking about David Bednar is their biggest wish list. Like, he's their number one guy. However, there's a snag. So Bednar, who closes for the Pirates, who, I don't know. He's okay. He's an upgrade, and he's closed. But they want a top 5 prospect, which if I'm the Pirates, that's what I'm going to. The reliever market has shrunk dramatically with no Bautista, Clase under the gambling investigation. So with all that going on, Pirates go, I got a chip. So I want premium for this chip. And he's not worth the top 5 prospect. Like, I'm not giving up one of my top 5 prospects for David Bednar. I'm not doing it. So their backup plan has now turned to Helsley with the Cardinals, who's a late inning guy. He's a good arm. He's not necessarily a closer, but he's a good arm to put in the back along with Kerkering and Strahm. So that's kind of where that is. And then we'll see if you're going to go with a Helsley, it does give you some I think, some leniency to kind of go more onto the bat and figure out which bat that you can get to put in this lineup. And look, last night's perfect example. So Marsh had a great game. Like Brandon Marsh had one of his best games of the season last night. Had the home run, right? He was on base twice, double, made a couple great catches. The catch in the first inning was really good. Like he had a great night. But, the whole point of those guys is, can they be consistent? I don't know, right? And you still need another outfield anyway because Kepler is just unplayable now. I mean, he gives you nothing. So you're going to need another outfielder. You got to get another outfielder. And you look at where they are, they scored 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and then they got nothing against a slop team, like a slop bullpen, and they gave you nothing. Listen, they won the game easy, so it is what it is. But if a good lineup, when you get 6 early and you're playing that kind of team, you're going to wind up with 12, 13, right? That's what's going to happen just because of your lineup. And it's all about the playoffs and not going quiet. And they scare you because you can have a game where they hit, and you got a couple of really, Turner's been terrific. Was great last night. Schwarber, another one. It's going to be interesting. Little side note is, can Schwarber break the Phillies record by the piece? 58. He's actually on a better pace than Ryan Howard was. Ryan Howard hit a bunch in September, but he's on a better pace. So, but I still think you got to get another bat. I still think you got to do it. Good morning, VG.
What's happening, brother?
How are you
doing,
doing, man?
Oh, I'm great. 36 hours till football season kicks off tomorrow night. Ready to go.
And 36 days until
Is that where
Eagles
we're at?
Cowboys.
Where's
Yep.
our counter?
My guess is 36. If I'm right, it's 36 days.
He's putting up 36 no matter what. Even if you're wrong, he's putting it up.
No.
It's 36.
Yeah?
Yeah, yesterday was 37.
All right.
I live for this.
I follow it.
All right.
Dude, I live for this.
Me
you think
too,
I'm gonna
dude.
Be wrong?
I
No, you
can't
don't.
wait. I
You
can't
don't
wait.
live. You don't live for football.
I can't wait to talk to Sealski about his party plans for tomorrow night's game.
Thought I was
It's gonna be
sneaking
good.
in the 36. Come on, man.
Listen. He's already breaking balls. 3 seconds into the show. Oh, yeah, what kind of charcuterie are you going to have for tomorrow night's Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, a little sopressata, maybe. A little,
anyway.
mozzarella.
He is not a leatherhead.
Stop talking like that. And
Trying to
stop
talk
with the
like
whole
our-
thing.
our family talks.
That's not your family, all right? So leave it alone. You're not Italian. Just leave it be.
How about Marshy, man? What a game. They don't even need an outfielder now. Dombrowski be like, Marshy getting hot. We're good. Just fix on the bullpen, right? Is that what we're going to hear? Hey, did you hear? Seriously, though. Salisbury yesterday dropping
bust my balls this
dropping
early.
that the vets are expecting a big move. Like the clubhouse is going to be upset if there's not a big move.
Okay, so that's really not a story.
I'm not a story guy. I'm a fan.
Okay, well, no. But would Jim like I know that they made it sound like he was on WIP, and they made it sound like it was a story.
Yeah.
But it's all how you write the headline. Like Jim has said the same.
Jim
thing.
never gives us any good bites.
Listen.
Never.
Jim says the same thing with us every day. Like when he was on the other day, said the same thing. The vets really want an addition because every year a clubhouse that is on the precipice of winning. Do you think Bryce Harper wants a bat or wants help at the deadline? Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's vocal. He's putting pressure.
It's Jim talking about the obvious. Bryce never didn't tell Jim, hey man, Dombrowski better do this or I'm going to be
Let
pissed.
me live in my fantasy world for a day. I got 33 hours to enjoy this.
It's my job to
Nothing else.
translate all this
Now
stuff.
you sound like Salisbury throwing a wet rag on my
I'm
dreams
not
and
gonna
my
wet rag.
hopes.
But use your brain. It wasn't like if he would have said, hey, clubhouse guys in the clubhouse tell me they're going to be pissed at Dombrowski. He didn't say that. He said guys will be pissed because every year you got a veteran team that's on the precipice of winning. They want help.
It's coming.
So
it's coming.
Well, we'll see. I hope so.
So I would give up a top 5 pick for Bednar and Santana, not for just Bednar. You give me 2 arms. I gave you Escobar, who just made his way into the top 100 Baseball America. I mean, second baseman, utility guy. I don't know what his future is here, but I give him them. All right. 20-year-old. He's not due here for like another 4 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
They can have a top 5. They get Escobar.
He's not a top 5 prospect.
Yeah, for the Phillies, he is.
Is he a top 5?
He's had a really good year. Yeah, he's moved in. Let me say, like, they have 6 in the top 100. Yeah, MLB Prospects has him as number 5.
But he's a little low. Like he's
5'8", 5'10".
No,
not that low.
And a little low in A ball. Like
A plus.
You know.
Yeah, they ask top 5. You give them top 5.
Okay. They're not stupid, dude.
It's the Pirates, dude.
Come on, man. Like, stop. Like, don't be irrational. Like, I know
I have to be. This is the time to be irrational. We're right up against the deadline, dude. I got nothing else. I'm on a detox. I haven't had sugar.
Real, dude.
I'm miserable.
I want something real.
That is real. Escobar.
They're not going to go Escobar.
All right.
Is it me?
I don't know what it is. I really don't know what he's on.
We're talking baseball.
I've had 3. He's been talking for 3 minutes, and all 3 minutes he's giving me
nonsense,
a headache.
Let me calm down. Move my coconut juice.
Drink some of that coconut water.
All right.
Hey, listen,
now I feel sane.
You're embarrassing Dick Girardi.
It's a lot of pressure.
We have the great
We got Girardi now. There's a lot of pressure here.
All right?
Yeah.
Hanging out with us today.
Yeah, I know. I'm sweating.
Dick and his protege.
Yeah.
And we love DJ.
Love.
And
for decades.
You're embarrassing me in front of DJ.
I'm embarrassing myself, not you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
More so that, yeah.
You sound smart. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a gunshot to the foot.
Yeah. Yeah. It was in my waistband of my joggers.
Yeah.
You know, his son, Plaxico Burris' son, is a baller.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like that generation players. Their sons are all crazy.
Dude, it's funny. I'm working on a project called Second Generation.
Oh.
And it's all about that.
Nice.
And isn't it wild?
Yeah.
How, all those kids.
Yeah, well.
And they all play together. I'm trying to, there's a high school and there's like a bunch of them together.
I do know that.
It's pretty cool.
Is it a big, like an IMG academy, one of those?
I don't know I don't think it's IMG. I mean, obviously they're a powerhouse.
Yeah.
But, let's get real quick back to the Phils and figure this out. So, I mean, last night you got to feel good about Luzardo in that he didn't have good stuff and he figured out a way. He pitched to contact.
Props to Caleb Cotham, too. First inning mound visit, you're like, what? And he settled him down. And hey, that one play where he made the error on first base.
Yeah, with Harper.
Yeah. Well, he tagged the guy afterwards. That dude never hit first base because I was like, what is he doing tagging?
Did you go back and
there's replays out there. Andrew's got one. I gave it to him late. First? Yeah, so he made the right play to tag him. He should have been out.
Yeah, he looked at the umpire. The umpire went like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I was worried. I was scared.
I was petrified. First inning?
Yeah.
And already in trouble?
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, no, the lizard.
When you see
because if you lose the lizard, now all of a sudden your rotation's, it's not as
hurting for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, Luzardo said, Caleb came out, told him, just one pitch, man. You're one pitch out of this.
Yeah.
Just get one pitch, settle down. Props to
and
that.
Marsh made a nice catch, too.
Yeah, he had a heck of a first inning.
He had you're right. He had a great game last night.
I've never seen him look that good in the field.
No, he looked really good. But here's the thing. I just don't know who to trust with that lineup. Like you got to get another outfield. You have to.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, unless you get Suarez and Harper's your other outfielder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That'll make it. But this is the time. If you look around, Blue Jays were good. They just got swept by the Orioles. They've lost 4 in a row now.
It's baseball.
The Giants have lost 11 of 13.
Dude, it's crazy.
There's nobody consistently good.
No.
Nobody.
Dodgers have had the spells.
Yeah. Tigers are bouncing back a little bit now.
The Tigers went through their stretch.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's wide open this year.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
I looked at the Blue Jays and go, how's this team any good?
They've had
they're their lineup is good, right? Like you got Guerrero, you got Vlad Jr., Bichette, Springer. I like that kid Barger.
Yeah.
He's good. But, I mean.
There's an Ernie on that team, Clement maybe.
Yeah, but Clement's.
They're all right, but their bottom three stink. Their pitchers, they got a good year out of Gosman.
Gosman's good.
Yeah. What's it, Bissett? Okay year. But yeah, they need pitching. They don't have the pitching to make it.
I don't think they're that good of a team. I don't think anybody's good.
I do like the Brewers. Well, the Cubs, dude.
Well,
the Cubs are just going to mash you to death.
Well, the two of them scared the bejesus out of me, the Cubs and Brewers.
Yeah.
And they've been going at it this week. And I keep looking at that. You know what? I look at that Milwaukee team and I go, their lineup, but they're sneaky.
Yelich is having a really good year.
And Churio's good.
Yeah.
He got hurt last night. He's good. But, you look at the back end of the Brewers lineup. Have you looked at it?
Don't you say that with everybody?
Or Joey Ortiz playing shortstop. I mean, Monastero. Look at. I'm a box score nerd, so I see.
It's the way they play, though. I don't know. They're just a pain in the ass.
They play great defense.
Yeah. They're aggressive on the bases.
You're right, and they pitch.
Yeah. They got 3 good pitchers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they scare me. And you're right, the Cubs.
And the Brewers picked up that Andrew Vaughn. He sucked with the White Sox. He's on fire right now with them. Yeah.
No, he's legitimate. Vaughn's a friend. Because Reese is hurt, they bring up Vaughn.
Yeah, Reese is coming back.
Yeah. They bring in Vaughn, and Vaughn's been great for him.
On fire. Yeah, so they're worried.
Yeah, I'm worried about it. And the Cubs are nasty.
The Cubs, if they get a pitcher, I mean, they're a problem.
Yeah, because their lineup goes 1 through 9.
They're crazy to line up.
That Crow Armstrong,
he's my favorite non-Philly.
Yeah?
Harper used to be my favorite.
the Crow?
Dude, the way he just plays, his intensity, he's so great in the field, and he's got pop. I don't know. I like that kid.
No, you're right.
If I had a son and he was a ball player, I'd be like, that's the kid. If he was a young ball player.
Well, like Moss?
Yeah. Watch Armstrong.
Moss plays center.
Yeah, watch Armstrong. That kid's fun, man.
Yeah, no, he is. But that's where it is. Listen, Phillies could take this thing.
Yes.
I want a red October. I want a real red October.
You give up Crawford for Bednar and Santana?
The problem with Crawford, if I'm going to go get Joey Adele, well, then he's my center fielder. If I'm going to, I got to figure out what am I doing in center field.
I'm kind of out on Crawford the more I read.
Why?
Just his swing. There's holes in his swing. He's a lot of ground ball. He's a great fielder.
No, dude, I feel you.
I actually would give. He'd be the one of the top 4. He's a
lefty.
Yes.
Right. He got no power.
Mm-hmm.
He's a speed guy.
Yeah.
But I need that kid Adele got pop.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to do that, I want a guy that's got a little. I need power in that outfield. I got Nick.
So if they don't get
who's really a doubles guy.
Yeah.
I got Kepler who stinks, and I got Marsh. I got to generate power. I got no home run power out of there.
Well, this brings me. We've been talking. I got my friends. They want to do a segment called "The Boys at the Bar."
Love Boys at the Bar.
So their question this week they sent me was would you do Crawford for O'Neal Cruz? Is O'Neal Cruz enough of an upgrade to swap right now and bring him into this lineup?
Would I do? Yeah, in a second.
Yeah? Because he's a head case.
Yeah,
he's been benched, not running it out. He strikes out a ton.
I don't. Yeah, for Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a second, because if I strike off, he's 6'7".
Right.
He's 6'7". The kid. He hit the home run derby.
He was the most impressive fun guy.
He's undeniable raw talent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I could reach the kid, because he's a nut, but if I could reach the kid, you got a potential Hall of Famer. He's got that kind of ability. Now, he could flame out on me easy. I know.
Yeah, there's just 2 managers now he's had there, and he's a problem.
He could be.
Yeah.
But I would, if I'm the Phillies, I'd be more apt to take a chance because of the clubhouse.
Right.
Come in here and, O'Neal, come here and talk to Schwarber. Come here and talk to Harper. Because you know what? You can't act like an a-hole in front of those guys.
Well, that's the story I read was the Phillies would think of sitting him between Schwarber and Harper in the clubhouse.
That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would get
Is
those.
he going to relate to Harper and Schwarber, though?
Cares to relate? Yeah, he will. It's about baseball. It's about, you want a career?
Yeah.
You have all the ability in the world. You want it? Well, these two guys are going to help you get it. So I would do that.
Yeah, Chad is out. They're calling him O'Neill's Cruz is awful. He's a platoon player.
He's not a platoon player. He's got all the ability in the world. That's just wrong. Now, is he a head case? Yeah. Does he strike out? Yeah. All right?
Yeah.
But if you reach his ability, you can reach him.
Yeah.
He's star. Star. Yeah. I mean, his ability. And that's where Harper and Schwarber come into play. And if I'm just giving up Crawford, I'm with you. I don't get the Crawford love.
He'd be the one. Because I'd rather actually keep Escobar the way he's had the season and the way people are writing about him. I'd rather keep him than Crawford at this point.
Escobar from Pablo Escobar. I mean, I can't tell you. I haven't seen the kid play. You can't tell at that age. He's too far. He's too young.
He's 20.
Right. You can't tell without seeing him what he is.
Dude,
I haven't seen him.
Speaking of just around baseball, Acuna. You see that? Yeah, you pulled him last night with a Achilles tightness. He's in a boot.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, the year he was having.
Oh, my God. He's been snake bitten.
Yes.
Right? As
Yeah,
great as he is.
He would have had an amazing career.
He's unbelievable. Yeah. He really is unbelievable. So, Schwarber, another one.
Dude.
Like he's ridiculous.
Like superhuman.
Dude, did you see the swing he took in the ninth inning?
I don't know. I mean, I saw it, but I don't know if I saw it the way you saw it.
He popped up.
Yeah.
Right? But he had a pitch, and in his mind, they had the bench.
With the hats up. Yeah.
You're looking for the home run. Yeah. So he's out there hawking
teeing off, yeah.
Right? Like he's hawking it. Yeah. And he had a pitch. And you saw his face because he just missed it. He popped up, pop-up. But he had that, and he went down almost to his knees again, right? Yeah. Because he's torquing here, and it was like that. Yeah. And he was going for it. I love that dude. I mean.
Dude, listen to this little dog. Since he's a Philly, he's got 233 singles and 250 extra base hits.
You know what's funny? He doubled last night.
Babe Ruth.
He doubled last night, and it's only his 16th double. Like, how nuts is that?
Dude, I wish when he ran around the bases,
just bombs.
I wish there was a filter. As soon as he runs around the bases, cut the 1940 kind of grainy footage and speed it up so he looks like Babe Ruth running around. Yeah. He's just got that physique and the way he struts around.
Yeah, he's the greatest. He really is. But now, here's the thing. Can he break Ryan Howard's record?
Yeah.
58.
Yes. I think it's coming.
You think he breaks it?
Dude, he's grooving right now. It feels like every other night he's hitting the ball.
Well, here's the thing with him is he doesn't hit him in bunches, right? Like in the sense that a lot of, like Schmitty was like that, streaky. Ryan Howard was streaky, where they would hit, 5 in 2 days or 3 days, right? 6 in 3 days, and then go 10 days without hit one. He just hits one every other night.
Yeah, feels like every series he's got a home run.
And then every other, once a week or once every 10 days, he'll have a 2 home run game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
pretty unbelievable.
It's totally unbelievable the way he's going.
And again, he's
getting older. He's getting better.
By the way, why would you pitch to him? At some point, this is what scares me. And this is why you got to get a flipping bat. You got to get a bat. Because if I'm in the playoffs, I'm not. And look, I love Bryce to death.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of Schwarber.
Yeah, right now, hitting a bomb. But if you get Eugenio Suarez behind Schwarber, I think that's the move. I feel that's coming.
Listen, if you get Suarez, I'm down, man. All day long. No, you're right.
Yeah, we'll be having a good time for the next 2 months.
And it doesn't matter.
Sprinkle in little birds.
No, because here's the thing. To me, you can't completely rely on the pitching because whatever reliever you get, he's going to be mortal.
How many times have we been bitten with a good pitching outing, and still not enough offense?
I know, and you're going to face the Mets, the Brewers. Like, those teams are they're just vampire teams.
Yeah.
You know, I freaking hate them. They're vampire teams.
The Mets coming down to reality again a little bit. You know, they were playing
but
junk teams.
They're going to be in it. You know,
of course, they'll be hanging around.
They're going to be in it. All right, let's take care of some business. Let's talk a little True Mark, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Because, you know, summer's here. Your kids, well, they're probably not in school. They're out and about. They got some free time. They're hanging with friends. And just maybe they picked up a summer job. So it's the perfect time.
Ocean City yesterday to pick up Massimo, who was at his buddies.
Working a part-time job down there?
What's that?
Is he working a part-time job down there?
Who?
Mas. You get a little money for the True Mark savings account. Yeah.
Working? You're out of your mind. I had to drive to Ocean City and back and then go right to football practice.
Dude, that's how many miles you put on yesterday.
I couldn't even tell you.
I hate spending time in the car. You had to spend like 4 hours in the car yesterday.
Dude, where was I before? Oh, we had meetings and other
You're
meetings.
going up to football
And then
practice
I had
here.
a trainer. I had Anthony with me to go to the trainer.
Yeah.
On 4th and Girard. Joey, you got to meet. Oh, my God, what a guy.
Is there like a facility at 4th and Girard?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool. Right in the basement.
All
It's
right.
like, it's
Is it air conditioning or was it hot?
No, it was fine.
Yeah?
It wasn't too hot.
Right.
And then meetings, and then I had to run the shore, and then football practice.
Dude, I don't know how you stay awake. I'd be asleep by like 8:30.
And I came home, I just Phillies like a zombie.
Eyes
watching-
wide shut and got your
watching the
eyelids
Phillies.
wired open.
Yeah, like crazy.
All right. Well, if your kids are working and they got a summer job making some money, it's the perfect time to set them up with something that teaches them real world money skills and gives them a little bit of freedom. It's the great Green Light debit card and money app. And if you're a TrueMark Financial member, this cool program is totally free. And it's a simple way to help your kids, your teens, learn how to manage their own money, whether it's from a job, allowance, birthday cash, graduation, just a generous uncle handing them some money. They'll get their own debit card. They can set savings goals, track some spending, and learn how to budget, all while you stay in the loop from your phone. So you're still in control, but they get to learn how money works in the real world, everyday life. So before the summer rush is gone and the kids are back at school, this might be a great way to help your kids build some smart money habits that'll stick with them long after the season's over and well into adulthood. I wish I had this program because my money skills are terrible. So head over to truemark.com/greenlight and get all the details and sign up today. And don't miss the chance to set your kids up for financial success now and for the rest of their lives.
All right, now a word from us
Pico.
about Pico. We love Pico. Anthony Gargano, PHLY, VG. My brother, you look hot.
Dude,
I mean, I feel kind of hot too, to be honest with you.
dude, my house is like a sauna meets a steam room. It's insane. This heat's unbearable.
Well, look, this Philly heat is no joke. It's summertime, man.
Dude, if I could tell you, I stood with my head in the freezer for 10 minutes before I left the house today. Disaster.
Brother, just turn on the AC. How come you just don't turn on your air conditioner?
Trying to save some cash, man. Save the world. Save the climate. Go green. All that stuff.
Listen, I feel you. Do yourself a favor. I got your answer.
All right.
Like, do it solid. Check out Pico's energy saving rebates. All right. They've got deals on Energy Star cooling equipment that actually work and cut your bills.
So you're telling me no more freezer head?
No, not unless you want to look like a freezer head.
No, I'm good.
All
This is
right.
great news.
I'm serious. You're good, man. Trust me. Just head to pico.com/ways to save. They got tips for everything. Heating, cooling, lighting, you name it. It's Pico. We love Pico.
I'm in.
All right. Thanks to our friends at Pico. Now, let's talk football. Football. Pads yesterday.
Good day for pads.
And by the way, Vic is the greatest. Fangio's the best. All right? Because he's wearing sweats. It's 99 degrees. It feels like the feel-like temperature is 185. And there he is in sweats.
Stone face.
And like this.
It's not hot.
Not hot. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a state of mind.
Perfect. He's a state of mind. Fangio! The greatest, man. At some point, I got to play this video from Cooper Kupp talking about the Fangio defense
All right.
that has made things hell for offenses.
I love it.
And Cooper Kupp talked about it.
Cool.
But now, let's get to our man, all PHLY Birds. Oh, yeah. He was melting yesterday. He loves
He's
it.
putting the time in, though.
He loves it. Our man, Zach Berman, Z Berm, Zachariah.
Hey, good morning. Good talking to you guys.
What's up,
What do you
Zach?
say, Zachariah?
Yeah, Vic Fangio said it's a mindset, right? And it was hot out there. But I always say, it's hotter for the players. They're in pads. They're doing goal line. So I'm not one who's allowed to complain.
I love defensive coordinators. I have always loved DCs. They're my favorite coach of all. There's something about defensive coordinators like Fangio, and we saw it with Jim. Jim was like that. They're usually like the grizzled, hard-hearted, or hard-shelled grandpop that are like warm in the middle.
Exactly. That's Fangio fits that description well. I recall asking him last year about the hats he was wearing. He says whatever he gets for free, right? And he's got the your high school gym teacher sweatpants, hiked up. He likes wearing that Kelly Green Eagle sweatshirt whenever he can. So he is he fits that description. It's kind of different than offensive coordinators. Sometimes you get these like young whiz kid offensive coordinators. The defensive coordinators tend to be the old grizzled guys.
Right. The OCs all have the little stubble, right?
Yeah.
The chiseled chin, and and they're all very thin in shape, and they're all like Kyle Shanahan and
Sean McVay,
Sean McVay.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the OCs.
It's a good dichotomy there.
All right, so let's look at yesterday. So tell us, give us a story of yesterday. First padded practice, good series heat. What was your takeaways?
Yeah, I think the big thing yesterday was Jahad Campbell. And the reason I say that is Zach Bond did not practice yesterday, contusion, lower back contusion, I believe. And so Jahad Campbell was mixing in with the ones even more. And his presence is felt when he's out there. He looks different. He moves different, right? And that's not to take anything away from Trot Jr. Trot Jr. is making it hard on Campbell this summer in that, Trot's making plays. But Campbell, you can just see physically is just a different type of player. So that was one thing that stood out. It was a sloppy practice. Part of it was it was the heat. You heard Jalen Hurts say fatigue makes cowards of us all. And they were tested with the heat yesterday.
I knew you were going to laugh at that.
Yeah, it was sloppy. There were flags. It wasn't like the cleanest practice. There was a lot of goal line stuff. But Jahad Campbell was my biggest takeaway at practice yesterday.
Yeah, I love Campbell. I do. I'm excited. I'm so excited for Campbell, and just seeing what he's going to do because Vic's going to blitz him from the second level. Man, we talked about it. It's going to be funny. Jalen's become a philosopher in his days now.
Yeah, he's got he's got the wisdom of Jalen Hurts down pat, and he knows, he's got a few of these trademarked as well. So maybe that one gets trademarked as well too. Yeah, but Jalen knows,
Sure, that's going over big in the locker room.
he likes to put these Jalenisms out whenever he can.
Zach, with Campbell, is it like his speed, his size and strength, the total package? Like what really jumps with him?
Yeah, all the above. It's that. I mean, the length is the first thing I would say, right? I mean, when him and Bonner are gonna be out there together, it's gonna be like Jim Boeheim's 2-3 zone, where you're just clogging.
You're talking my language.
And then you got the.
That's right. You're a Q's guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Two Q's guys. I forgot to put that connection. And, we got Mr. College Hoop himself, Dick Girardi, in the house. So he just perked up. You
Talking about cycling with the big arm, wingspan.
mellow.
That makes me excited. I've always looked up to Dick. That is awesome. He's Dick Girardi's the man. So I would say that the speed that he has, like the ability the range, the toughness. There was one play where he kind of put like Dallas Goedert on the ground by accident, right? But you can see that he plays with a certain ferociousness out there. And I was
Ferocity.
asking, I was talking to Nolan Smith the other day, and Nolan Smith was saying this guy's your SEC inside linebacker, and he said, Nolan said he plays the way no one would if no one was an inside backer, right? So that's what really stands out.
Dude, I love that local kid. The kid's a great kid, Jersey kid. That whole Jersey football thing, South Jersey football, all that. These I know these trainers, like all the youth organizations. I love the fact. I have to be honest with you. There's not a better story than when there's a hometown kid playing for the local team.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm a sucker for those stories, right? And I think it's really cool when you got something like that. He understands the connection that the fan base has. When he got drafted, he was talking about how his pop-up is a big is a huge Eagles fan, and so.
You're from Philadelphia when you call your grandfather Pop-Pop,
right?
Exactly.
Right? Like that's a Philadelphia. Like that's who I call my mom and Pop-Pop.
Yep, same.
Yep. I had my mom's birthday last night, and I was with my Pop-Up. Yeah, it's the same thing with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love.
I do that. Yeah.
What do we got? We got how many local kids? We got Trot Jr. We got McCord, Campbell. Anybody else?
So those are the South Jersey ones. I mean, I wouldn't consider Saquon to be local, but he's local-ish, right?
Yeah,
It's an
Vic
hour.
is local-ish.
Yeah, Vic's local-ish. So yeah, those are really those three are the main ones.
If there's any other ones, if I'm missing anybody. But anyway, I love it. What are other takeaways? What about the quarterbacks? What about behind Jalen? How's Tanner?
Yeah, Tanner had a real nice throw to Elijah Cooks, who's kind of been like the down the depth chart receiver who's been standing out. Had a real nice pass to him in. Yeah, it was a touchdown. Everything was red zone, so those passes are touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything from McCord or Thompson Robinson yesterday that really stood out. But I thought McKee did a good job, and I spoke to him after practice.
They love McKee, so.
Yeah,
there was a lot of teams that went after him that tried to trade for him, and how he's like, nope.
Yeah, I heard you talking to Bo yesterday and saying that the Raiders, the Browns, the Saints, that's a good nugget right there. And and I asked, that's a good cuz scoop. I like that. And then I got.
And once I hear things.
In speaking to Tanner, I said, it was my first time catching up with him, and I asked him how he thought about the offseason, like if he wanted to go to a place where he could have a chance to start. And he said that he was excited when Howie called to tell him that Pickett was traded, that he would be the backup. He viewed it as like an endorsement from the organization, the way they view him. He thinks that if something were to happen to Jalen, they believe that he can function in this offense. And they're obviously different types of players. But yeah, I mean, the Eagles, I recall talking to Jeffrey Lurie. It was in a Minneapolis hotel before the Super Bowl in in February 2018, and he said that he considers the backup quarterback. He didn't even call it the backup. He said the second quarterback. He considers that one of the most important roles on the team. The Eagles have been one of the biggest beneficiaries of that during the past 2 decades. Tanner McKee's a legit backup quarterback for them.
He is. Think about this for a second, right? Because God forbid something happens to Jalen. And look, Jalen. The way he needs to play, he needs to run, right? Like God forbid something happens, you need somebody credible behind him. And I think the kid's credible. I think the kid throws a really nice ball. He can move a little bit. He knows the offense now. I like the kid a lot. I think he's a great backup.
Yeah, and that's why, like you said, the Eagles weren't looking to move him. They have him under team control for 2 more years. it made, you mentioned Cleveland. They trade Pickett to Cleveland. They keep McKee. I think that says something about kind of what they viewed of the players.
Oh yeah, in a big way.
Hey, Zach, I wanted to, Vic yesterday, it seems like, I don't know if he's trying to light a fire under Adoree Jackson or if he's not happy, but when he's saying it's time for him to show who he is, the Titans could have brought him back, they didn't. The other team could have brought him back, they didn't. I never watched much tape on him, how he wanted to sign him, and how he wants to sign him. There's not much I can say. Is he disgruntled with what is going on with Adoree Jackson?
Wants to sign, I can't say. Like,
he's like, it's not my guy. He's like, it's not my guy. Right. So, like, what do you, does he look bad?
No, that's the thing, VJ. It was funny because the day before was, one of the stories the day before was that, man, he's really pushing Kelee Ringo for this job. He'd been outplaying Kelee. He had a real good practice the day before. I don't know what to make of that. So Vic's a truth teller, which I appreciate, and so I don't know if it was just a matter of him kind of lighting a fire under Adoree, if it was him stating his preference for Kelee. Or none of the above. I don't have a firm answer for that. I can tell you that for the 3 practices before yesterday, I thought Adoree had been outplaying Kelee. Kelee had a better practice yesterday. Kelee was with the first team yesterday more than he was the day before. But as Vic said, the ball wasn't really finding Adoree during those first 2-3 practices, and then he was making plays on Monday. That was his best session yet. This is a legit cornerback competition. I thought going into the summer, if Kelee Ringo had like an even par summer, so to speak, he would be the starter. That's kind of been the plan, but he hasn't really been exceptional this summer. There's a lot of time to go. I still think it's going to be Kelee Ringo. But there's a lot they're trying to figure out in that whole secondary, especially with Mukuba's injury, with the Gene's versatility, with the way McWilliams is kind of coming on. There's a lot of different combinations they can go with.
Wow. Let's talk about Mukuba for a second. What's the deal? How long do you think he'll be out?
Yeah. So he's out there working out before practice, but this is a shoulder injury. And so they're not putting a timeline on it, but it's
for
not
a safety that's never good.
Yeah, and especially when you want to see him tackle. And, Bo made the point on our show yesterday, and it was a good one, that of all the of all the starters on defense, or all the players on defense, Mukuba's the one who you probably at least could afford to get injured this time of year because you needed to see him this summer. And as Vic said, there's nothing that replaces that on-field time. So I'm curious to see what the Eagles do at safety. If they turn to Sidney Brown, if Mukuba gets back in time to kind of push for that job, if they say, look, Cooper DeJean can play can play safety for you, and McWilliams can play the slot, and or if they go outside the organization, if they sign a Justin Simmons, if they scour the trade market the way they did 3 years ago for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But I'm real curious to see how safety plays out here.
I think I want Coop. I think I would opt for Coop at safety.
Yeah. First off, it'd be good for Exciting Mics to have Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship as the safety combination, right?
Perfect for marketing. Yep.
Yeah. I think that I know Vic believes that he can play safety, right? Vic has said it.
He can play safety.
And he's got the instincts, he's got the toughness, he's got athleticism.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having Cooper DeJean close to the ball, right, and around the ball. He can make plays on the ball. So it's not a bad idea. The thing is do you want to kind of bounce him around all these different spots early in his career? Do you want him to kind of stick to one spot? But the reality is,
I bouncing around. Like like to me, I use him. Like, think about this. What would Belichick do, right? Belichick would use him every which way, right? Like he would have packages with Coop on offense. Like that's that's Belichick, and I would deploy him the same way. Now, because of my safety situation, I'd have him there because I think McWilliams. Because I hear that McWilliams looks good, so I think they like him. So as long as they're confident, because they like him inside better than on the outside. So if they're confident in McWilliams in the inside, I'm all about, go ahead, put Coop in safety. Let's go.
It's interesting that you mentioned Belichick, Anthony, because you and I have talked about Marlon Humphrey as a comp, but Belichick, if you think about it, Devin McCourty came in as a corner. And Belichick moved him to safety because of like the same attributes we're talking about with Cooper DeJean. And McCourty was like a top of the league safety.
I love McCourty. McCourty was a great player.
Yeah, and so if like Cooper DeJean could be a McCourty type player, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I mean, as you're looking at it, and you got like I like the versatility. I don't know what Simmons has, what he's got left.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 30, so he's not old, but there's a reason why, he's hanging around. And, I mean, my guess is he's looking to wait and see who gets hurt, and he'll try to get a decent contract. But I think you're good. I would look, how do you look, how are the ends looking? Because that's, I got one eye on defensive end.
Good question. So Nolan Smith was out with a concussion yesterday, right? And so you
I
had to
know
see
that scared me.
Josh Uche had some productive rushes from the edge there, and Uche and Ojulari are these two depth, are the two signings trying to push for playing time. I think Uche's been a little bit better so far. As Cam Jurgens said the other day, you can't really judge without pads, and the pads started coming on this week. Uche has some juice. I can tell you that, but this is a position that I'm watching closely. We know J. Alex Hunt is someone that they like a lot. They need Nolan Smith to be healthy, but yeah, they can use some depth at edge rusher as well. The thing I'll tell you on the defensive front is that Moro Ojomo has looked outstanding this summer.
Yeah,
so I know he's got the edge, but on defensive line, Moro is penetrating like every single day. I'm impressed with what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I heard that too. So that's good. But I just what worries me is that I love Nolan, right? Nolan's a great kid too. Nolan's fantastic. But he's so violent, right?
Yeah.
At the point of contact, which is really his secret sauce, that when I saw the concussion, it gives you a pause, right? And you may, because he's so violent, you may need another end. Like you may need to go get another edge guy just so you have. He scares me a little bit.
Yeah, and look, I mean, to be honest, there is an injury history there, right? You go back to when he was coming out, his senior year at Georgia, coming out in the draft. You look at the way he ended last season. He plays. I think violence a good term there. Like he is such an aggressive physical player, so that is something that they certainly need to monitor.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm so I love him too. Like he's terrific. All right, so let's look at. There's one other I wanted to ask you about.
Steen guard play.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, like how's Steen looking? Okay. How's the guard shaping up?
So it's a good question, BG, because I mentioned Moro Ojomo's in the backfield every day. He's doing against Tyler Steen. Oh boy. Right? So this is the reality of it. Now, speaking to Jeff Stoutland yesterday, Stout said yesterday was an important day for Steen, and Steen did a lot. He showed some things that Stout was really looking for. Stout did not want to specify what those things were, but he thought yesterday was a better day for Steen. They haven't put anyone else in there at right guard. This is Steen's job right now. I mean, and so it's news if there's a different first team right guard at any point. But they're rolling with Steen here. It's year 3. So how's he looked? I mean, I can tell you he struggled
like a
against Moro Ojomo, but that could say something about the way Moro Ojomo's playing as well.
Sure.
No, so I was going to ask you about my boy from Nebraska, but I'll get to that in a second. So Steen, here's the thing. I think I know they all want him to win the job, right? I know Lane. So talk to Lane about Steen because Lane loves Steen. Steen is a smart kid. He also has really long arms. Yeah. He's got good back, good butt, right?
Looks good in gym shorts.
No, I mean, I can only tell you, like he's meant to play that position. Like and I think he had the inside track on it last year. I think, there's self-confidence issues at times. I think that's kind of where his head is. And I think they're excited that he's getting ready. Like I know there was some fit. He went up against Jalen, and Carter's Carter's Carter, right? And and he didn't back down, right? Like Carter's a handful. So that's a good thing, man. I think like they're seeing him kind of staying up. So I think Stout's going to get him there. I'm hopeful. I know they are.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. They want this to work out. This was a high third-round pick for them, someone that they've invested in. He has this year and next year on his contract, so you want him to start because it gives you some continuity there. And you mentioned Lane. Lane likes playing next to big guards. It's something that he spoke about in the past. So he'd rather play next to that. Brandon Brooks is kind of the prototype that's thrown around, but that 6'5", 6'6", long-armed guard more so than like your 6'2", 6'3" guard. I think it was more of an adjustment 2 years ago playing next to Cam Jurgens than it would be last year against Becton or this year with Steen.
You mentioned Ojimo and. My mind went to Ty Robinson. What's going on there? I haven't heard much about him.
Yeah, it took some work. Took some work with the first team yesterday. You can see the size that he has, the movement skills that he has. Talking to him after practice, he said, the big difference for him is going up against Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson. He always felt at Nebraska that. He was kind of bigger than everyone else he was facing, and it's a welcome to the NFL moment seeing those guys. But no, there haven't been any issues there. I wouldn't say he's been like standing out, but he's not getting lost either out there.
Yeah. All right. You're going to need him rotationally. Like he has to be a part of that thing.
Absolutely. And you know what? They have depth there. I expect Robinson to be a big part of what they do. Thomas Booker has been a good player for them there too. Gabe Hall, who was on the practice squad last year, you can see some upside there as well. So I think they do have some numbers on the interior.
All right, so let me ask you this: what happens tomorrow night
with the Phillies?
No.
Right? Smart man.
No, if I say to you this question,
exactly,
it's an open-ended question.
Okay.
What's happening tomorrow night? And where will you be?
I'm trying. This is
my man.
It's the Hall of Fame game. No, it's the Hall of Fame game tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yes.
It's football. It's football.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll be watching at Zach's house. Me and him got big plans for this. Yeah.
No, you will watch the Hall of Fame game, will you not?
I will watch football at any level, at any time. No matter, when football's on, I watch it.
Don't crack under the pressure of him.
My boy,
no.
Shaking his head. I know I like this kid.
Yeah, I will watch the Hall of Fame game. I get a chance to see Trey Lance starting for the Chargers.
Oh yeah, sign me up.
Football. Now, I'll admit I'm gonna have two screens up. I'm gonna be seeing what PHLY is saying about the trade deadline in baseball, right? Like I love the baseball trade deadline. I'm curious to see what the Phillies are doing, but I will have the Hall of Fame game on in my office.
He won't be in his office, but the game will be on.
We fight all tooth and nail, he and I, over this stuff.
Life's too short to watch preseason football of other teams.
You sound like my wife. That's what she tells me. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody's got a hobby, right? Everybody loves what they love. We actually like sports.
Listen, if your hobby's like making like model cars, you don't buy one that's like a 4 pieces you put together and you're done. You get a nice model car. Like this is not a good part of the hobby. This is a sickness part of the hobby. This is an obsession. It's an obsession.
This is the first time we will see helmets.
Yeah.
Since February, since that incredible day in New Orleans.
Yeah. We could just replay the Super Bowl. We can watch helmets then.
It's actually going to happen. The first time you're going to see a live game. How's so hard for you to comprehend?
I'd rather watch Nebraska's inter squad scrimmage than that.
Do you know what it's called?
What's it called?
Spring game.
It's inter squad.
Game.
It's inter squad game.
Inter squad.
Go Cornhuskers.
Nola's pitching tomorrow as well. That's something to watch for the Iron Pigs, I think.
See? He knows.
That's a good pull.
Yes. I'd rather
And
watch
Nolan's pitching
Nola
for the Iron
pitch.
Pigs.
Yeah, so.
Yes. Hey,
I'm impressed. Because
and don't forget,
my man.
it's elimination night on Big Brother. I mean, come on,
All right,
someone's
well,
leaving the house on
let's
Big
move
Brother
forward
tomorrow night.
now.
Dude, I got to deal with this every day, dude.
I love VG. I don't know what Big Brother is. You know, to me that's
Exactly.
Josh
Nor
and Matt and
should
my
you.
family.
Stay away from it. Stay away from that. Love Island. All these
Ooh,
shows.
yeah.
Naked.
Love is Blind.
Naked
Naked
and Afraid.
Attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it, brother. 36 days until the start of the NFL season. Eagles, Cowboys. 36. Brian Westbrook away.
Well said. Well said. I love it.
All
I
right,
love
buddy.
it.
Great stuff,
2
man. What's
p.m.,
going on today?
Yeah, 2 p.m. Bo. So the Eagles have a walkthrough today, so we're not down there. 2 p.m. Bo and I are in studio, and I'm going to run through things I've learned from talking to 25 players or so this summer. So make sure you check that out.
Oh, I love it. It's a good piece. Like
Yeah.
it, like
Yeah.
it. All right, brother. My
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Z-Bird, Zachariah.
Big Farts Jones says he'd rather watch footage of surgeries than watch Nola pitch.
Wow. Big Farts Jones.
He's out on
Footage
watching
of
Nola.
surgeries. Hey, dude, I know that it's not for the masses. I get it. But you should not be peeing on it. All right?
Life's too
Uncle
short.
Frank, you should
here we go.
expire VG Sports Card.
Is he wearing sleeves today, Uncle Frank?
Oh, he had the James Conn?
I don't know. He's always got he always have the Jimmy Conn shirt on.
He's got the undershirt, the tank top,
Yeah.
the undershirt.
Where's he been? He hasn't been
He
on
looks
for
like,
a while.
He
What's
looks
he
like
doing?
Jimmy Conn, like James Conn in The Godfather, when he came in with the.
Yeah.
All he needs is suspenders.
Is that when he breaks the No. When he breaks the cameras at the
Nah,
wedding.
at the wedding. That's the wedding.
That's one of my favorite scenes where he throws the money at the cameras.
This
on the
is when he
ground.
finds out
Yeah.
that his father got shot, and he's walking around. He's got the undershirt.
Yeah.
All right, let's take care of some business, shall we? All right, let's talk about the Bet Parks Sportsbook online casino app. Oh, yeah. Bet Parks has it. You'll be like burning up that app 36 days from now with an SGP over Barkley yards.
Of course, yes.
Over Birds points.
Yeah.
It'll be all, you can do everything with that thing. That Bet Parks app will make you dinner. All right? That thing does it all. All right, what do we got? We got Phil Sox day game today.
Yeah.
So it's a late schedule tomorrow in the MLB with the deadline.
Phil's minus 141. Over under is
With
9.
Kwan against Hauser.
I
You're going to
feel
lay
like-
141? Let me ask Dick Girardi. Dick Girardi, what do you do today? Phillies, White Sox. No Taiwan, DJ says.
Ooh.
He's not like, now a season better that Dick Girardi is, says you can't lay 141 with the Taiwan.
Yeah, but Philly's run line plus over 9 is plus 225 at Bet Parks right now.
What, Phillies in over?
Philly's run line and Philly's minus 1.5 and the over 225. I like that.
I would not advise that. Lay 1.5 with Taiwan?
Yeah.
Nah. I
He looked
don't
good
know.
last time out.
Right.
6 innings,
He's-
3 runs, 4 runs.
I mean, he was.
What more do you want?
He's like dancing through trouble. You get the sense that he's about to implode. Like just hurt. Like he's gonna just burst into flames.
Yeah, isn't that the vibe you're looking for when you're betting a game? Like you want to be on edge like that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
like Dick says, he wants a rocket chair ride. That's what he's looking for.
I like today. I like the Padres. I think Yu Darvish shuts down the Mets again. I think the Mets lose 3 in a row today. So
I could see
would
that.
hop
I
on
like
one.
that. Who's pitching for the Mets?
Holmes.
The Holmes. All right. I like,
Padres are minus 115.
I like the Pods.
Yeah.
I like that. It's good. That's a good play. All right. Check it all out. Which slots did you play last night?
Pinball double gold. A little pinball vibe to it.
They have pinball.
You know,
slots?
I'm reminiscent. I went down to Atlantic City,
I love
Ocean
pinball.
City. You can't find a pinball game in the arcades. It's all these games that you try like those claws and stuff. You win. There's no pinball games.
No pin, nah.
Nah. So pinball
No, the
double
pinball
gold
was
on
it.
Bet Parks is
Can't
good.
get tickets on a pinball game.
Huh?
Can't get tickets on the pinball game.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about the ticket.
Do you remember when you popped?
Yeah.
Like if you got a score and it would go pop.
Yeah.
Right. And you get a free game.
Yeah. Or
That sound.
they give you that number at the end, even when your game's over. A number comes up at the last digits of your thing would match. Yeah.
And it was the pop. That
Yeah.
was I popped. That was that's what we'd say. Us pinball guys.
Learn how to shake it just enough so you don't tilt it.
I used to shake it. You know.
Of course, dude. Well, with those primate hands, dude, you're probably tilting all day long.
You guys are shakers.
Yeah, dude.
I like it. I rock that thing, man.
No tilt, all shake.
The Bet Parks app has all the great casino games, all your favorite slots. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Now let's talk about Cherry Hill Kia. That's my man, Bill. Big Bill. Big Bill runs Cherry Hill Kia. Cherry Hill Kia is a folk auto dealership. Charlie Folk. Charlie's the best. And he has great people like Bill that runs Kia. Now, here's the deal. They celebrate savings. You know, people go with these holidays and have savings.
Yeah.
All year long.
All year.
All right? All year long. So they got all the new Kia. Kias are hot. All right?
Yeah, I like the Kias.
40, they have over right now in the lot, over 40 Tellurides, over 100 Sportages, over 35 Carnivals, over 75 Celtos, and over 80 Souls.
Yeah, it's my car, the Soul.
You are the Soul.
I'm a Soul man.
You are. You would you driving a Soul fits.
Yeah. Upgrade the audio system because it's nice. It's got a room for like 6 speakers in there.
It fits, dude. You fit driving a Soul.
I like the Soul.
Yes. What's Andrew's car?
No, something tiny. Super small.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No,
He's
it's
a
not.
big guy, though.
I don't know. He likes it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kia
I can
model
see
he
him in
is.
Telluride.
Ooh, I'll take
I
that.
can see him in a
Yeah.
Telluride.
Telluride is nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
They're all nice.
I'm in on that.
In fact,
That's
Kia
too large
has,
a car for you. You can't handle a Telluride.
I like a big car. I'm a big car man.
Kia is 7 of the Kia models received the 2025 Car and Driver Editor's Choice Awards, which is amazing considering there were 450 models tested and only 20 received this award. So they got 7 of the 20. All right, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Stop in today. I tell you all the time that they celebrate savings all year long, but they're also going to give you the CUDS discount. So if you mention me and PHLY, you got a hookup. All right, they're going to give you the CUDS discount and big on your trade-in. All right, make sure you go there. Listen, drive home your new Kia today. Just minutes from all bridges. Available online 24/7. KiaofCherryHill.com. Now, I know people buy Kias elsewhere. I just don't know why. Stupid. Stupid.
Yep.
All right. You know what I'm excited for?
Yeah, me too.
He's one of my favorite people.
Get a little.
Like, I enjoy our guests immensely. Right?
We have a good. Collection
I
of guests.
love visiting with all of our people.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all friends and family and promote each other's work and everything. And I'm a huge Sealski fan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have his opening? Did you do it?
Oh, he's had one.
I know, I know. But
It's
is
up
he
to
gonna
Andrew. If
play it?
Andrew's got it ready. I don't know.
I need to hear the Sealski
see.
open.
We have this is a new system, so a lot of our stuff didn't get transferred over. So let me see if I have it here.
I was
You'll get
stolen.
You'll get a good nugget, a little Rocky nugget, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I want to.
Morning, Ant. Morning, VG. How are you guys? Staying cool?
You deserve an opening, Mike.
I have to re-download it.
All right.
That's okay.
Download it. All right. And then when you re-download it, then Michael get to see. Because we need the Sealski Open.
Yeah, I agree.
It throws me off if I don't have the Open.
All right, let me look
Plus,
for
I
it here.
spent like 30 hours in the studio crafting
I know.
it.
You did a great job with it, too.
Yeah.
I need my own theme music, like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, where they play that drum beat every time he shows up to fight Batman. Like that's I need something like that.
Yes. I believe that. All right, we got big stuff happening. All right, so let's tackle our big things. Then we'll find out what's new in Mike Sealski's world. Let's start with the Phillies and the deadline. You saw Luzardo last night kind of dance through raindrops, right? Like. He didn't have his best stuff. He gets out of trouble early, but then he settles down and he pitches to contact, which I liked. It showed him you don't have to strike everybody out.
Yeah, he pitched very well. I'm still nervous. I know through these stretches where he's looked terrible, that in the aftermath of them, he blows up and everybody says, all right, well, he's got to be the guy you move to the bullpen out of the rotation. I don't know about that.
No.
I really don't know about that.
He don't have the mindset of coming in. First of all, he can't pitch out of the stretch. Well, he struggles sometimes to pick out of the stretch. You're going to bring him in with runners on base. And even if you're going to start fresh with an inning, that's not who he is. He's got to start, and you got to have a backup plan.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I go back and forth about this. We talked about this last week. Sanchez has been so good in the rotation that I know it's crazy to suggest he'd be the candidate you'd move into the pen. This, to me, Ann, is why they got to go out and get at least one more bullpen arm. That's why it's the higher priority to me, even than the lineup. I know everybody gets frustrated about the offense and Max Kepler. I get all that. Relative to the rest of baseball, their lineup is good. I know how that sounds. I know, I get it. And if you can get a bat, fine. But the bullpen has to be the higher priority. It just does. And so let's see what Dombrowski does.
All right. So Matt Gelb, all right. Let's do it because then I'll feel better. Here is the Mike Sealski Open.
He's the writer sports fans read. Sealski, who's the writer that can't be beat? Sealski.
I gotta know, whose prepubescent voice is that?
VG's.
Well, it's mine. I mean, there's some effects on it, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's VG's. Now, I like the pictures of you flashing over.
Yeah.
Especially the one in the sunglasses.
He looks good in the sunglasses.
Yeah, you look good in the sunglasses.
Yeah.
You look cool, man.
I'm going to start wearing them for these interviews, I think.
Yeah,
I
you
think I have
should.
to.
You should definitely. And when you have book signings,
Yes.
come in with the sunglasses.
Yes.
Look sharp, man.
Yeah, I got to bring like the celebrity author vibe back. We need more of that in society. We need to go back to the time when like George Plimpton and Truman Capote were on the Tonight Show, and these people, like, everybody knew who they were.
Dude, you and I were born way too late.
I know. I said that, and I said that to somebody yesterday. I absolutely said exactly that I was born a generation too late.
Yeah, I miss those days. I think about it all the time. Like, do you remember like real quick, and we'll get back to the thing, but do you remember, you know what I love? The city side columnists.
Yeah.
Like New York, Philadelphia, like those guys. Pat McClune tells a great story about, oh my God, who was the great city side columnist? Not Pete Dexter, who was
Chuck Stone?
Chuck Stone. Chuck Stone, there was a riot at the prison.
Yeah.
And Chuck Stone gets the call, and they all wanted to talk to Chuck Stone.
Yep.
And Chuck went into the middle of the prison riot and calmed the riot down. Right?
Well,
like,
my favorite story in this regard, and it's one I know you know, and VG probably knows it too, is back in 1989, that Eagles-Cowboys game where Jimmy Johnson gets hit by the snowballs at the vet. And Ed Rendell, before he's mayor, before he's governor, bets a fan that the fan can't hit Jimmy Johnson with a snowball from like the 400 level or something like that. And the next day, Steve Lopez, the primary Metro columnist at the Inquirer, all-time great, now out in L.A., hears about this. and calls Rendell and says, former district attorney Rendell, like, I heard this story that you bet a Eagles fan that he couldn't hit Jimmie Johnson with a snowball. And Rendell says, no, Steve, that didn't happen. I don't know where you're getting your information, blah, blah, blah. And Lopez says, okay, fine. And they hang up the phone. And 5 minutes later, Lopez's phone rings. And it's Rendell calling him back. And he says, Steve, I lied. I did bet the fan that he could hit Jimmie Johnson with the snowball. I know you're going to find out anyway, so I might as well cop to it.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Lopez wrote it up, and it's an all-timer.
And it is, because just the way it happened. And Eddie goes, you know what, bleep it. Let me just come clean.
Yeah,
Which was
it's
brilliant.
Lopez.
On
He's going to
Ed's-
find out anyway.
Yeah, and he gets street cred, right? Like,
Exactly.
So what? Right? Like, fans,
Exactly.
like, people love that. That was why we loved Ed. Ed was one of us,
Yep, 100% right. 100% right. I miss those days too.
But I do too. Like, Pete Dexter was one of the, like, just great. Like, who was the?
I'm not as big a Dexter fan as a lot of people, only because you go back and read some of his old columns, and the drunk mummer who he finds at the parade never has a name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I think there was some fiction going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
he was a good writer, though. He knew how to, his style was very gritty and choppy, like that staccato kind
Yes.
of, and it worked, right? And it worked for the time. And I like to read, see, I'm a fan of, like, good prose. Whether it's true or not, it's not as important to,
I always knew you were style over substance, cuz I knew it.
So let's get back to Matt Gelb, and this is not fiction. Matt Gelb reported in The Athletic that the Phillies were talking to the Pirates and that about Bednar, and that Bednar, the Pirates want, because of the market, and we saw what happened with Clase and the gambling and Bautista with the Orioles and the injury, that they want a top 5 prospect for Bednar. Phillies are balking. They're talking to the Cardinals about Helsey. Either of those guys aren't really like the back-end monster that you're looking for.
No, but this is the situation that the Phillies set themselves up for by not doing more in the offseason. This is what happens when you try to get by with Jordan Romano and Max Kepler, is you're going to have to make another move, and then you are subject to the whims and the changes in the market at the time. And so a couple Guardians pitchers get pinched for gambling and other trades get made, and this is what they're looking at. And you're right. Like, if I were Dombrowski, I would not trade a top 5 prospect. I would not. Dave Murphy, who I know you had on the show yesterday, had an excellent column today. I agree with Murph completely about, I know everybody wants to trade prospects because you never know how a prospect's going to turn out. And look at what they gave up for Roy Halladay. None of those guys turned out to be anything. We had a reminder this week with the tragic death of Ryan Sandberg of what can happen when you trade away a prospect for what you need in the here and now. You can sometimes set yourselves back a generation. And that's what the Phillies did in 07 to 2011. God bless Ruben Amaro for going forward all those years, but the farm system got hollowed out, and I would not do it.
I hear you. And here's the other counter is not just that they may not work out, but who you are right now. And you're the Yankees in the sense that you're going out and you're buying players. Go look at how this team was assembled. How many the only homegrown kids on this team, daycare, are really failed you. Everybody else they went out and bought. And that's kind of, if you want to stay relevant, you're going to just have to go spend and trade.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I do. And there's certainly an argument to be made that with Harper and Schwarber and especially Wheeler on the deals they have now, and how long are they going to be in their prime? You got to take your shot now. I get it. But if you have guys who might turn out to be better than the daycare, like you can't simply fill a lineup and compete every single year by going out and signing free agents to a bleep ton of money. You have to have some homegrown guys. For all the money that the Yankees spend over the years, who are the core four? They were, it was Jeter, it was Posada, it was Rivera, it was guys who they developed and who were there forever. And you still need those guys.
Post that team, not a lot of homegrown guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not who they were. I hear you. And listen, I'm not the one writing the check. It's not smart, right? Yeah, and you need to at some point figure it out. And I get believe me, I'm not looking in a hurry to trade Painter, but I would trade Crawford. Like what he profiles as, like what are you missing? He's going to be a good center fielder, and he's going to be an on-base guy, right? Slap hitter. I got no freaking power in that outfield. I got none.
Yeah, I know. Look, it's a great debate. It's a great debate, and it's what's going to make this deadline so fun, right? And to me, I think people underestimate and undersell how damaging and hard it is. They forget how hard it is to watch a bad baseball team after a great era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the 08 thing, I still hear from fans who think that they should have won more than one World Series back in the 08 to 2011 era, and why couldn't they have won more? And then now they're good again, and it's like they forget that they had 11 years where they were just abjectly awful and how long it took them to get back to that point. Do you want to go back to that point? I'm not sure you do.
I mean, obviously I don't. And, my fear is that you're arcing that way because of, you mentioned the age of Schwarber, Harper, Turner.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying, I don't
know how you're going to, like Aiden Miller, I'm not looking to move, right? Obviously Painter.
Here's what I'm saying, Ant. Even the glow of a World Series victory eventually wears off. That's why I bring up I still hear from fans who lament that they didn't win more than one in that period. It's like, but you did win one. Like, we should have had more. Yeah. So, like, if Dombrowski goes for it, and even if they win one this season, in a couple years' time, people are going to be like, whatever. Like, what about the team now? They're going to have the same sort of feelings 2-3 years from now that we have now.
I mean, that's entirely, you're right. And it's entirely fair. I will say it shouldn't have. There's always it's cyclical, right? So there's always a down. When you have an up, it's impossible unless you're the Eagles and Howie not to have the down. But it shouldn't last 11 years. They made tons of mistakes during that period, and they couldn't draft, right? Like the draft picks, the Clentac thing, like there was a lot of mistakes that were made, but you could take a downswing as long as it doesn't last prolonged.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, this is what makes this week so fun, is let's see what they do. We've talked about it before, like the fact that they're all in already. And the fact that Real Muto is hit better of late has to be encouraging, right? That's totally different lineup when JT is hitting. You have to hope Bohm comes back. I mean, look, I think Stott is what he is, but at some level, they just need the guys who are already here to do what they're paying them to do.
I feel like I'm in a crazy world right now. I feel like for the last 3 years, we've complained Dombrowski and the Phillies haven't traded their prospects. And now it feels like the right time to do it. And we got smart people like Sealski and Murphy saying, you got to rethink this because once a generation, you miss out on a Sandberg or a Crow Armstrong. I mean, the odds of these prospects, I think is like 2% of the top 100 become all-stars. I mean, I'm willing to take that risk for this year. The way the season, the league's wide open. There's no clear, no one's ahead of anybody else. Anyone can get it this year. I don't know. I'm all in. You could take Crawford. I guess Painter and Saeed I'd keep. Other than that, you can have anyone
Miller,
you want.
You want Miller.
Okay. I mean, it would have to be I wouldn't do it for. It would have to be someone controllable for Miller.
I need to keep Miller.
Yeah. And here's the thing. This is a totally fair point, VG, and this goes to what Ant said. like I feel like we're always about drafting, right? I always feel like we do talk about the Phillies in this way, that like they have these 2 or 3 prospects that they can't possibly give up, because generally speaking, over time, with the exception of like the Mike Arbuckle era, they don't have enough good prospects where you feel okay about them trading away the guys that you're talking about. It's like, well, they have these 2 or 3 guys who they can't deal. And the reason they can't deal them is because they don't have anybody else in the system who they feel confident about.
Right. Look at the Dodgers. We brought them up the other day. They still have tons of prospects. Even though they trade, they still have tons of prospects.
They develop really well.
Well, that's the other thing. Development.
Yeah.
I think under Clentak was a dark period.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to develop players. I remember talking to baseball people that were down in the minor leagues that were like, this is a joke. They're not developing these kids. They don't even understand hitting. They're all they're doing is giving them graphs. And you're not teaching a 20-year-old kid how to hit and go through a major league season by showing them hot graphs.
2 words, Ant. Scott Kingery.
That's right. It's right. Development. It's a big deal. Hey, listen, it's why I like what they did in this draft. And I would look at Gage Wood, man. I'd like his arm action, what he gives you guys in October that haven't seen that, that's a huge weapon. I'd bring him out of the pen. I would. I mean, I know people go, that's a reach. That's a reach. All right. 199, 101 is not a reach. That's real.
Yeah, I think to VG's point about going all in, like that's generally how we think about when we talk about baseball, a team getting creative. When we say a team's got to get creative, it's okay, who are you going to give up at the trade deadline to get somebody who's established who can help your team? I think you're making a really good point about sometimes getting creative is taking a chance on a young player. It's the Angels bringing up K-Rod in 2002.
Great example.
And him as a 19, 20-year-old kid, like cutting through hitters, in the 7th and 8th inning. It's what Cleveland did. I think I mentioned this to you before in 2016 when Terry Francona used Andrew Miller as like an early game relief pitcher for 2 innings. And it's like, I'm just going to have this guy get us through the tough part of every game, no matter where it is. Maybe it's bringing Crawford up at some point, and adding him in the lineup. And I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, your point about Gage is a good one. Like, yeah, the kid's young. Yeah, he's never pitched in the major leagues before. But it's got to be on the table that this is outside the box thinking and something we might have to try, and it might actually work.
Yeah, because, and when you got a guy that throws hard, that's got great stuff, no matter at what level, if you're not, is there a chance a kid can melt down? Yes, without a doubt. But there's also a very good chance because hitting, you didn't see a guy, there's no book on you. I mean, that was the only problem with the Astros World Series, is that my only beef with Topper is that he overused Alvarado because they couldn't touch Alvarado. But when you see him 4 times, the 4th time, he becomes hittable.
Yeah, and that's the problem he's run into in these postseasons, right? Not enough available arms. It's like if you're an NHL team, it's like having defensemen in the playoffs. You got to have 6 or 7 at least who can play. And you saw the same thing in 2023. By the end of that league championship series, by the middle of it, it's like, well, we can't put Kimbrel out there in a high leverage situation. We're putting Orion Kirkring out there, and he's not quite ready. They tried that a little bit, the thing we're talking about with Gage, and Kirkring was afraid to throw his fastball and couldn't throw it for a strike. You've got to give Thompson some options here. And if Gage is one of them, okay, then bringing him up doesn't preclude you from going out and getting another bullpen arm or 2.
Totally. All right, football. First of all, are you watching tomorrow night?
No.
Yeah.
I heard this discussion. No, I am not watching tomorrow night. And look,
I knew this guy was right.
I love football, but man, there are limits.
Yes.
To,
preach.
Come on.
Yes.
I'm securing my night. I am. I'm moving everything. I'm going to see if Tooch is around and go grab a beer.
No,
Watch the game.
Don't waste a beer on that game.
I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. No. I have a hard time doing it for the Eagles preseason games. Like,
Exactly.
I'll watch them. But it's like, okay, it's not like it was back in the day.
Here's my argument. It's the first game. Like, we haven't seen real football. I see the eye roll.
It's not real football.
Thank you.
But it's football. It's helmets. It's pads.
Talk about moving the goalposts.
And it's football, right? Like, we haven't seen that. It's been since February since we've seen it. Like, that's a long time to go without it.
Yeah, but you're grasping at the mirage. You're going to end up drinking the sand tomorrow
Yes,
night.
I will drink
Okay.
sand, and it will go down like a gin and tonic.
It must be the cheapest gin. That's bottom shelf gin there, man.
I just love it. Because here's the thing.
I know you
It's
do.
not
I know
just
you do.
football. It's not just the quality that you're. I'm not charting plays, right? I'm not doing that. But I want to be involved in the broadcast. They're going to talk about this upcoming season. The Eagles will be omnipresent throughout the telecast because they're the defending champions. Like, I'm in on that. I miss it.
Nah, wake me for the first Thursday in September.
Yes.
How about week 0? Would you watch week 0?
I would not watch week 0. I would not watch week 0.5. Get me to week 1.
Yes.
Get me to week 1.
Common sense. Thank you for bringing common sense to the show.
Man has his limits.
Yes.
And I ain't tracking Jalen Hurts' incompletions during training camp. I ain't tracking snaps and drops during training camp. It's practice. I'm watching it. I'm trying to get a sense of things, but get me to week 1. That's all I'm asking.
All right. What do you think, Cooper at safety?
Anything that gets Cooper on the field is fine. I think that's all you do. He could do it. He can certainly tackle well enough to play safety. Yeah. I mean, so what are we talking about here? If it gets him on the field, that's it. It is the thing that for all the attention that we pay to what turned their season around last year and the fact that, okay, they dialed back Hurts throwing the ball. He threw the ball at least 30 times in each of the first 4 games. And then after that, he only threw the ball 30 times once. And that's the reason that, they leaned into the running game and Saquon and all that. As important was moving Avonte Maddox down on the chart and putting Cooper DeJean on the field. So anything that gets DeJean on the field, if it's safety, slot corner, it's all to the better for that defense.
Yeah, I'm with you. What do you think? What's your vibe now? We saw them the first day in pads yesterday. We're now about a week away from the first preseason game. Where are you at? Like, what's in your mind when it comes to the Birds?
They're really good. Like, and I think we've talked about this before. Like, people have to get in that mind frame if they're not already. That this is it's what Doug said a few years ago and then didn't live up to it, which is this is the new norm. You should think of the Eagles as one of the 5 best teams in the NFL. And they just, the way they go about things is, really sharp and kind of like a machine. And it doesn't mean that they're going to go 14-3. Maybe that's 12-5. Maybe that's 11-6. But come the playoffs, they'll be in the mix. They'll be the team that nobody wants to face. And that's who they are now. And you can see that day to day, I think. We're not going to talk about repeating is a little over the top, but I understand kind of where they're coming from in that regard. They're really good, and they're going to be really good, and that everybody should be accustomed to that now.
I like it. All right, what's new in Mike's world? What's happening? Any good Rocky Nuggets?
Well, all right. So I was in Cooperstown last weekend for the Dick Allen induction, which was a lot of fun.
Yes, great stuff, by the way.
Thanks. And yesterday I was on the 2300 block of South Rosewood Street because that is where Frank Rizzo was born. And so I was doing some research for Rocky. That to me is kind of the consummate block that represents why Rocky captured Philadelphia as well as it did. And that's the house where Frank Rizzo was
You should
born.
have called me, dude. I would have met you. I would have escorted you around.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
just
was
kind
the
of walked
first.
around.
That was the first bar that had Prism. Was right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, the corner, right
I mean,
on the
you
corner.
see, you see the La Familia, catering hall right around the corner, and every other, row house in the windows got a Madonna or a cross or an American flag. Like this is that street is what
The bay window was
Yeah.
a big deal in Philadelphia, South Philly especially, because you decorate the bay window for holidays, right? Christmas, the Easter, whatever. There was the flyers. Like when the teams are going well, the bay window gets, like back then, come flyer run, everybody would have we had a Stanley Cup in the wind. Like there would be Stanley Cups, there would be flyer pennants. Like the decorating the bay window was a big deal.
Yeah, and it's still that way. I found a young woman in her early 20s who lives kind of off of Rosewood Street, and she, kind of filled me in about the neighborhood now. There's more younger people. The demographics have changed, but there's still plenty of older Italians who live there. And it was kind of an Irish neighborhood, I think, back when Rizzo
Oh yeah,
was born there.
the west side of Broad Street was Italian and Irish. There was a lot of Irish. It was a pretty good. It was a meld of Italian and Irish, and then the east side was mostly people right from Italy, like the first and second generation, the first generation people were on the east side of Broad Street. East side of Broad Street in South Philly was always like the real tough side of Broad Street.
Yeah.
The west side was a little more civilized, and then you had Girard Estate, where you had a lot of doctors and lawyers,
Right.
and they had the park, Girard Park. It was a cool neighborhood.
Yeah, it was. Still plugging away on the manuscript and some of the reporting.
So, what
and all that kind of
relation
stuff.
do you have of that with? What do you make of the Rizzo Rosewood Street with Rocky?
Well, just the nature of Philadelphia at the time the movie comes out. I think the movie kind of captures. It comes out at a time that Philadelphia is changing. There's a bit of Philly is losing some population. People are moving out to the suburbs in 1976. But at the same time, you have all these. You still have the holdovers who are still there living in these neighborhoods.
Oh yeah.
Rizzo's just gotten reelected, but is finally encountering some political trouble at that time in 75 and 76. There's the recall. So in a way, Rocky kind of captures Philadelphia as it was a few years before the movie actually comes out, which makes sense if you think about it, because Stallone hadn't lived there since the late 60s. So he's basing the movie.
He had moved to L.A., right.
Right, New York and L.A. So he's basing the movie a little bit on what he remembers of Philly as opposed to what it was.
That's fascinating.
In 75, 76.
Actually, it's one of my passions, Old Philadelphia. It's one of my, because, I have that project that's
sure.
Rizzo's one of the central characters in this TV show. So if you want to get together, we'll get a beer.
We need to. We absolutely need to.
Because I can help you with that whole world.
I will take any help from anyone who's willing to give it.
Oh yeah, it's one of my passions too. I love it there. I love it.
Awesome.
Hey, we love you, man. You're the best. We love it. Keep
Thanks.
it real,
Right back at you guys.
ski, man. You're the man.
Loved your singing, VG. Loved it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man.
The
See
great
ya.
Mike Sealski. He's terrific. All right, coming up, a real treat.
I love this guy.
Bobby's awesome.
He makes me want to drink. I don't know why.
He makes you want to drink?
Yeah, I want to get a beer just knowing he's coming on.
I got many drinks with Bob back in the day.
I want to have a beer
Bob
with him.
Nightengale is one of the great baseball writers. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. This dude.
He just dropped a nugget like 2 minutes ago. Ever since the Devers trade, The Giants have the worst record in baseball.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Isn't it unbelievable?
Yes.
No, he's an amazing baseball guy. He's great because he's deadpan. Like the way his delivery is so great. Like it's dry with a cool kind of way about it. And he knows everything.
He's got a good neck too. He's got the open shirt. It always looks good with the chains. He's a good dude.
He's
like
a chainsman.
Yeah. He looks cool.
He is. He's terrific. Yeah. He is. He's great. All right. Let's talk about some of our partners, and then we'll get to Bob Nightengale for the latest on what's happening at the deadline. And I got to ask about the Guardian thing. That's bizarre, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Ace Hardware Home Services because, they're here to help out guys like me, Andrew, Anthony, guys who aren't that handy around the house. Because, you got an outlet you said you fixed last summer. It's still not working. Ace Hardware Home Services, they got people for that because now they're not just the helpful hardware folks. They're also the helpful home service and repair folks. They go plumbing, electrical, heating, cooling. They got trusted pros that keep your house humming all year long. Ace Hardware Home Services, they're bringing the helpful home. The helpful you love from the store now to your front door, from Philly all the way down to the Jersey Shore. And they bring everything needed for the job. They bring experience. They got local plumbers, techs, everything from repairs to seasonal maintenance, installations, upgrades, you name it, they can help you out. They listen to your goals, and the job isn't completed until you're totally satisfied. And you can spend more time on projects that really matter. We're watching Hall of Fame football games while Ace Hardware Home Service people repair your house. They give you free estimates on equipment installation and replacement with trusted advisors, and they give you options that fit your budgets. So they give you service, and satisfaction is always guaranteed at Ace Hardware Home Services. They're also local, so this is pretty important and cool. Their team lives, they serve the communities they work in. They're dedicated to keeping their neighbors comfortable in their own homes. So if you got something you need done around the house, don't hesitate to call or visit Ace Hardware Home Services online at aceHardwareHomeservices.com and get started on the next project.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. And let's talk about Parks Casino. Street Road, Ben Salem, Mecca of entertainment. All right, you want to go to Parks? Always got something happening. From the 360 Lounge to all the great restaurants, right? And it's so close. I mean, you have all that entertainment. It's right here. The #1 casino in Pennsylvania, Parks Casino. This is how you win. All right, let's talk about some of the acts about to hit Parks. Just announced Friday, December 19th, all the way. Look at that. The end of right before Christmas, a Friday night at Parks with Aaron Lewis.
Oh, Steen. I forgot. You called me again.
It's been a while.
Dude. Come on.
It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while since I said I'm sorry.
What are you doing? Looking at lyrics?
Yeah, I'm looking up. I'm trying to find.
We need
Because
the
you complain
lyrics for
about
that one.
you want new Gary Newman lyrics for cars. I'm trying to find this.
Saturday, September 6th, UB40.
Red wine.
I like Joey getting in on the action.
He's like a baritone.
September 20th, the Australian Pink Floyd show.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell?
Friday, September 26th, the Revivalists.
Wish I knew you when I was young. Could have got so high.
He's got a good voice, Andrew.
Yeah, he's a good song and dance man.
He is a good song and dance man. October 4th, Kansas.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
All right. October 10th, Psychedelic Furs.
With Gary Newman.
Yes.
All right. Cars. Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars.
That was great. You captured his weirdness. Everclear, October 24th.
I am still living with your ghost, lonely and dreaming of the West Coast.
October 25th, Almost Queen.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Every time you do that, I suppress the urge to punch you
Now
in the
you
face.
know how I feel. You're always threatening to punch me and
Showman.
tackle me.
Well, that's different.
You know, like a little Broadway
When you,
theatrics?
when you give me this, I just want to go like that with a right throw.
Pow! Man, we need a viral moment. That'll do it.
That's a good idea. Saturday, November 15th, Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers.
Bill Murray.
Tickets,
The Bill Murray?
parkscasino.com. You got to be 21. Gambling problem call, 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, real treat. Excited.
Yeah.
He's up. Like he goes, I'm up. I'm like, you're up?
Because he's Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I mean, my man works into the night.
Mm-hmm.
He's a night crawler.
That's my
From
man.
the
That's my
USA
man.
Today, the one, the only, Bob Nightengale.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
the
whoa,
jacket.
whoa.
What are you still dressed from last night?
Like to look good for you guys.
You look handsome,
Fantastic.
My
Wow.
man. Got this. You do have the good shit. Like you wear a nice shirt. You got the good neck,
Yes. Yes.
the chain. Like you look great.
The way he
cuz.
makes it pop, you don't see a lot of neck, but you know it's there. But the shirt looks great.
He's a
Yes.
dude. You got a great vibe, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. You got to be on Fox. Like you
Anything
need,
for your show. I want to be on your show.
dude. You listen. We all work together. You're way better than Rosenthal. All right. Let me tell you, you're way more handsome.
Oh,
like you're
yeah.
a dashing guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Kenny with the little bow
Bow
tie.
tie, get outta here.
Right.
Yeah.
You are a dashing man.
Yes. He's a man's man.
How about
isn't he?
that? I'm taller than Ken. I'll say that.
All right, we're dying here. We got one day away, and we're like, where's the cavalry? What are the Phillies going to do, Bobby?
Well, they want another reliever for sure. They signed David Robertson, but who knows what he's going to bring? He hasn't pitched in a year, so need a reliever. And they're in the Eugenio Suarez sweepstakes too. Get that power hitting bat at third base. He's the best position player out there. They also like to get an outfielder. So there's a few guys out there as well. I think they'll be aggressive. I think they'll be very aggressive just because the window's starting to close. A couple of guys are free agents. I mean, I think they're going to bring back Schwarber. Real Muto's a free agent too. So, now's the time to strike because there's no super team out there. World Series is wide open.
It is. Isn't it wild, the state of baseball, Bobby? I've never seen it where there's not, like, you look around, like, you look at the National League, you go, all right, the Dodgers aren't anywhere near what we thought they would be. Injuries, everything else. I don't even know what's going on with Mookie Betts. He doesn't look the same. Freddie hasn't hit in 2 months. Teoscar, same thing. I look at the teams I'm scared of are the Cubs and the Brewers.
Yeah, I mean, the Brewers are like Tampa Bay. I mean, every single year they shock everybody. They look terrible in April.
Yeah.
They traded away their all-star closer, the Yankees, Devin Williams, let their shortstop, William Thomas, walk. And I don't know what they do there, but they have all these secrets, they said, in a thing called the keg. Whatever it is, it's working great because they're as good as any team in baseball with about nobody knows who 3 or 4 guys are.
I know, it's unbelievable. You go through their lineup, you're like, all right, Churio, Yelich, all right, they trade they bring in Vaughn because Hoskins gets hurt, and then all of a sudden he's banging. He hit a home run last night.
Yeah, I mean, he's on fire. He's hitting about 375 since the White Sox dumped him. Look at him. If the Cubs fans don't hate the White Sox enough, they set it on to it because the White Sox are helping the Brewers win that division.
Yes. So let's go through each group of where the Phillies will be shopping, like each aisle. Let's start with the bullpen. First of all, it got thinned out by Bautista, and this Clase thing. What? I didn't even understand that you could bet live balls and strikes. It's insane. And how do you think you're going to get away with it? Like, it's not like you can get people to go to the window, dropping a bag of money. They go, who's betting live bet a ball one in the Cleveland game? What is that?
I think that's why they want the electronic strike zone. Forget about the umpire and stuff like that. So people at one day can sit in their seats and bet on every single pitch. Hey, what pitch is it? Ball, strike, what quadrant of the strike zone? But yeah, I mean, his buddy, Ortiz, Luis Ortiz got popped because there was a whole lot of money bet on 2 of his pitches, whether it be balls or he hits the batter. Both those pitches were about 30 feet outside the strike zone. And during this investigation, Clase's name came up. So I don't know if he turned on Clase or what, but if this is true, you won't see Clase throw another pitch the rest of his life.
Oh, that's horrible. You throw away. That kid is good too, man. He throws hard. Wow. So, all right, look into the relievers that are out there. A lot of people shopping in the aisle, and there's not a ton of guys. Are the Twins going to put up Duran and Jax? Are they available?
Yeah, I don't think they'll trade both of them, but they'll trade one of them. Duran will get more than Jax, but both are good. Phillies have been all over those 2 guys. They've heavily scouted them. You got, Bednar from Pittsburgh. You got Ryan Helsley from St. Louis. There's not a whole lot out there. So that's about it as far as the premier relievers. But even all of them have a little bit of warts to them.
Yeah, I mean, Bednar I'm not in love with, and they want a top 5 prospect, the Pirates. What about Helsley? You like Helsley?
I do. He hasn't had as good a year as a year ago. Tough guy. And no, I like him. I think he'll fit in well. I think he can handle Philadelphia. That's the thing. When you're in the Phillies front office, you got to worry about, first of all, just the talent, but can this guy handle Philadelphia?
Yeah.
There's so many great players that can't play in Philly.
Yeah, that's so true. All right, let's go to Suarez and the position group before we go to the outfield. He's obviously the big ticket item that's out there. Who's all in on Suarez?
Well, you got the Houston Astros who need a third baseman. They're all over the map. They're even looking at getting Carlos Correa back, even though he's got.
They want to get Correa and Bregman back.
Yeah, right. $19 million owed to him. But yeah, they're on him. Seattle, who made the huge blunder by trading away in the first place for a bag of balls, they're back in on him. Cincinnati's on him. Milwaukee. So we'll see.
Wow, Milwaukee would be great.
Detroit had him too. All these teams that won him, had him before. Detroit, Cincy, Seattle. And one of the nicest guys in baseball. Just a great class guy.
That's awesome. So what do you think he'll cost the Phillies? They're 2, they're premier prospects, obviously. Painter, and is it going to? Is he? Do you have to get rid of him?
Or when the outfielders,
Crawford.
I would think Crawford would have to go in some trade, whatever they make. These when they're top guys. But yeah, if you're the Diamondbacks, you need guys like that. At least you need one of them for sure. And they really want pitching back, so it's tough to give up that kind of stuff for a rental.
All right, now outfield is another issue because here's the thing with the Phillies. They don't have any real power in the outfield. I mean, Castellanos is the doubles guy. Kepler's been a disaster. And then Marsh, who's out there outfield-wise that you think that Phillies are interested in?
Well, they're probably in the Harrison Bader of Minnesota. Plays great defense. Dodgers are in on him, too. Diamondbacks have guys available, but they don't provide pop, whether it's McCarthy or Alec Thomas, that sort of thing. There's no difference maker out there. That's for sure. There's no stud guy that's perfect guy. There's a lot of talk about him with the White Sox outfielder, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Luis Roberts can get traded for sure, but I don't think the Phillies are really interested.
I'm not interested in him. What about the Angels guys? What about Ward?
I'm not sure he's available. The thing about Ward is that the Angels are 4 games out, and Artie Moreno was a competitive owner. Remember, they could have got the farm for Shohei Ohtani, and he didn't want to do it. So he's not going to do it now either. I don't think. I think Ward sticks.
Yeah, and I like Joey Adele, but I don't know why they would move him. I mean, he's a young center fielder who's got power.
Yeah, they still want to win. It's not like they've been through a rebuild for a while.
Yeah,
and they put up with all the aches and pains of Adele when it looks like he's going to be a big time flop. Now he's playing well. I don't see him giving up on him now.
What about real quick? I'm sorry. What about O'Neal Cruz? And because he's such an interesting kind of guy, you take a flyer on. What's happening? Are the Pirates really going to move him? I know he's a problem.
I don't think they will. I mean, if they do, it's going to cost you a lot, maybe more than Suarez because he's under control for a number of years. So been erratic too. But yeah, I mean, he's the type of guy they would love to have because you get him for 3-4 years. But I'm not sure he's available. I really don't.
Hey, Bob, the Kwan rumors just keep persistent, and he doesn't seem like a perfect fit for the Phillies, being left-handed and no power. Is there credibility to the Phillies, like kicking the tires on Kwan?
And they're listening for sure. He's already said he's not interested in a long-term contract there. So I think Cleveland's saying, well, let's at least listen. It's tough for them. They have a small payroll anyway. They're not really in the race, but they're not out of it. This guy is one of their best players. So I don't think they move him unless they're blown away.
What are they doing? Are they going to do a full-fledged rebuild, Cleveland?
No, when you're in the AL Central, you got you can stink and still have a chance.
I know it's amazing.
It's such a weak division. I mean, here's Detroit, losing every single game, still have an 8-game lead, and you have no concern that they're still going to win the division. So no, they can't rebuild because the division's there for the taking year after year.
I thought I was disappointed in the Royals. Like they should be so much better. I mean, Witt is ridiculous. Perez can still hit. Pasquantino is a dangerous left-handed hitter. I mean, I don't know. I thought they would be better.
Yeah, they did too. I mean, they're very disappointed. They're trying to get a new ballpark and everything else. They're not giving up because they just re-signed Seth Lugo. So they're not giving up by any means. But yeah, they're very disappointed.
So as you handicap the National League, how do you have it? Like when and Cubs, like look at all those teams, like you have the Phillies, the Mets, the Cubs, the Brewers, the Dodgers, and the Padres.
Once the postseason starts, I'd still go with the Phillies just because of starting rotation. That rotation is better than any rotation in baseball. If Ohtani will pitch. But, if those guys come back healthy, like a Blake Snell, that sort of thing, and Yamamoto stays strong, then it might be different.
Glass now doesn't even look like himself. I mean, he didn't look good last night in Cincinnati.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with those guys. I mean, if they always show up come crunch time. I mean, like you talked about before, Betts is having the worst year of his career. Freeman's been very erratic. Teoscar Hernandez has struggled. The pitching's been a mess. But, all those guys know that once they get healthy in October, anything can happen. Milwaukee's always a sleeper because they have great pitching. I mean, great pitching, especially with the Mizrachi kid there. The Cubs need to go get another starter just to help win the division. Cubs are good, but, they're not that good. So really, it's wide open. And I don't.
Would they go after Joe Ryan? I heard them linked to Ryan.
I don't think he's available. I really don't. So I just got AL Central. You talk about so weak. He's a great starter. They would get a ton for him, but I can't see him trading Ryan. I really can't.
As it winds down, do you see the Phillies making? Is it possible they make 3 moves and get an outfielder, reliever, and an infielder, a third baseman?
I think it is probably more realistic. 2 of the 3. But yeah, I mean, say for the Phillies, if you can get 2 guys from the Twins, get one of those relievers, plus Harrison Bader, and all of a sudden, hey, you're in business. So they got to do something. And Dave Dombrowski is as aggressive as any GM in baseball. He's willing to trade prospects, where a lot of these guys are so afraid to trade prospects. And Dave's never been that way. The one thing that's always haunted Dave's teams, whether Detroit, Miami, Boston, has always been that bullpen. That's always been the weakness in his teams.
Yeah, it's a shame. What killed them was the Romano deal. Like, you lost two major cogs in your pen last year, and Hoffman, and you come back with Romano, and he's just not been good.
And Alvarado just crushed them.
And Alvarado killed them.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. That buried them.
Yeah.
And Romano, now we see why Toronto didn't bother to keep him, and they were, letting him walk. The Kepler thing was a disaster, but that was predicted from the get-go. the Minnesota couldn't wait to let him walk.
I know, they were laughing.
I don't know why the Phillies took him. Everybody laughed at that thing. Guy, come on. There's no way you can play Philly.
Well, and that's why it was mind-boggling, because they know they needed a right-handed outfield. Like, what happened to all the right-handed hitting outfielders? There's just a dearth of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that move was made by analytic people. The scouts did not recommend Kepler at all. That was a huge mistake, or $10 million mistake.
Figures. Freaking analytics. They don't watch.
Hey, Bob, have you heard of Phillies linked to Laureano at all, or checking him out or scouting him or interested?
I mean, he's certainly out there, but yeah, I would put him in that group for sure. He's going to get moved, so I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Laureano there.
What do you think of him?
He's okay. Kind of a tease. You'd think he'd be better than he is. But, come October, that's all you need is just some guy get hot for a few weeks. It's a great trade.
So take us into your world over the next, 24 hours. What will you be doing? Tell me about your world.
A lot of times you just, you're checking on the rumors that go out there on the internet, Twitter, that sort of thing. You call the guys you trust, scouts, GMs, and they'll tell you things. But there's so much bad rumors out there, and nothing ever comes together till the end. It's like when you have a project due at the house, or term paper you're in college. It's like you're not going to start the thing until the end. So some of these GMs are laughing, like when these teams say, "Oh, all these teams are calling." He goes, "We haven't had one conversation yet." So a lot of people are just throwing stuff out there, wrong on purpose a lot of times.
That's awesome. Well, everybody sees Bob's Twitter handle up there. So everybody follow Bob, read Bob USA Today. Nobody's better, man. You're the greatest, brother. And you're dashing.
Look forward to seeing you guys over some cocktails in October.
I can't wait, Bobby.
Please.
Let's do it, brother. Thanks, pal.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
The great Bob Nightengale. He's the best.
Yeah.
We got to do it. When October comes around, we got to take him out for beers. First of all, you'll love him because, he would stay. I was a night crawler, too. I'd stay out all night. And he was right there with me. Right. Here's the difference. He's still doing it. I'm not.
Yes.
That's what's so impressive.
Yeah. You look like you'd be a great uncle,
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Bobby's the man. Yeah. He's a good dude. So it feels like Suarez is legit.
Yeah, seems like smoke, fire, flames, whatever they say.
Because I think Middleton's going to go, "Hey, Dave, whatever we got to do."
Yeah, and then they got their 2 or 3 guys.
I think John's like, "We're doing this."
No Miller, no Painter. Do whatever else you need to do.
Yeah. I think I think, especially since the bullpen, the answers aren't out there.
And Middleton is a guy who keeps track of the temperature of the fans. Fans aren't going to do this for another bad deadline day.
I agree.
Yeah.
You need it. They need a run to help, feed that beast of a payroll.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm pretty excited. I can't even focus on working and stuff. Just from watching Twitter
When do you ever focus on work?
Well, I'm on Twitter more so than usual the last few days, just waiting for some news to break.
Yeah, well, you're always scouring.
Yeah.
Up.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Get you excited.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good stuff. All right, a couple things. Got some nugs, and of course, we got our Back in the Day, which is always brought to us by TrueMark Financial Credit Union. We are in overtime or extra innings, as
I like it,
as we would be today. Since today and tomorrow, heavy baseball days until tomorrow night when it's all football. All right.
When it's something. I don't know if it's football.
Hit me with a couple nugs.
All right. There's a running back in Atlanta. People are really high on, drafted him high in fantasy football.
Bijan?
Maybe. He told some people how to pronounce his name. You don't have that one from this morning?
What are you talking about? Which one is that?
It's like what?
Did you send that one?
You're just embarrassing yourself in front of Dick.
Come on.
Right now. DJ's just, all I hear is DJ laughing.
He's cackling.
Oh, okay? Here it is.
Oh, good job.
Man, that was a late one. Go to another one because I gotta set this one up.
All right. BYU's got a ball player with some hops. Have you seen this guy?
No.
No, AJ DeBansta. I guess they're showing up,
He's a big
working
time.
out.
He's a major. He got a ton of money. The Vi Second gave him a
shelled out
ton
for
of
him.
money.
Dude, he's doing the thing where they jump how high they test how high he can jump. His arm is like the height of the backboard, top of the backboard. His head is above the rim.
Look at his feet.
Look at his feet. They're like that guy's shoulders almost.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, so yeah, I'm excited to see
Look
this kid
at
play.
that. You want to talk about hops.
Dude, it's
He's
insane.
jumping on a trampoline. That's unbelievable.
And I'm curious if that's like a running jump or if that's from standing still.
That
That's
kid,
insane.
DJ knows about that kid. That kid got a ton of money.
Yeah.
The Mormon faithful shelled out
put
a lot
put their money
of
together
cash for that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got you. Here we go.
All right.
Give us the pronunciation of your name. All right. How you pronounce my name is Bijan. For everybody that's out there, I know a lot of people say Bijan, but it's Bijan. Yeah.
I've been saying it wrong
That's
the whole
nuts.
time.
Bijan, you know what's funny? I watched mostly a lot of his games in Texas. There was no one called him Bijan.
Right, that's wild, right?
Nobody.
Nobody, he didn't go to any like PR staff member and say, hey, that's not my name. Can you tell
I
people
mean,
that's not my
like
name?
I can't even say it. Like Bijan Robinson, like, right? Like Bijan
Bijan.
Bijan.
But what's crazy is that, dude, he was a great back at Tech, great back. And everybody loved him. Nobody called him
No,
Bijan.
I've never heard that said before, dude. Yeah, that was weird. So Oliver Bonk is training with the Flyers, and they're trying to help him get a little tougher. So they reached out to a friend of ours who we met.
Had a fight.
We met. He's Andrew's actually seen him bare knuckle fight at Wells Fargo. Johnny
I have.
Cannoli
Yeah, he's
The
pretty wild.
cannoli.
Johnny
Yeah, he's
I love
crazy.
Johnny.
is helping Bonk learn how to fight. Johnny in the middle.
We were giving Bonk a lesson he's never going to forget. We did our first one-on-one. Now he has a great knowledge of just basic control. I couldn't believe how he was just adapting to everything we were showing him. He's a true athlete in that aspect. You show him one time, and he gets it, and it's just repetition after that.
Knowing how to defend yourself, making sure you're confident if you do have to get in a fight, that you can protect yourself and also cause some pain and damage too.
So he's in good hands.
A couple things
Johnny
to work
Cannoli
on,
knows
but
what
I
he's doing.
think I got a lot better today, so it was a lot of fun.
I like it.
Good, yeah.
Johnny's a good kid.
Yeah.
Cannoli's
We met
a
him
good
getting
kid.
pizza in South
He's
Philly.
a great kid.
Yeah.
We were at Celebrate.
Yeah, he's got those big hands.
Right. Yeah, he does have. He got huge hands.
Yes.
We were at Celebrate with Johnny.
Mm-hmm. The life of a mascot.
Mike, we love our Mike from Celebrate.
Yes.
Good,
Mascots have a tough time every now and then. We saw Mr. Met fall off a stage. Well, the Sparks mascot was just hanging out on court during like a halftime show. Took a kick to the head.
Ooh! Damn! Wow, that was a great hit.
Crush.
I don't know what it is about. Don't you always love when mascots catch a bad one?
Yeah. yeah. Except the Fanatic. Not the Fanatic.
Right. But you know what it is like because they're in this suit, it doesn't feel like they're human, right? So when they get plowed, it's like entertaining.
Really?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. We got the Baltimore Ravens. Somehow they found out a third of the team can't swim, so they're asking for help. They put together a little montage for help.
Hey, Mr. Phelps, we have a problem. Did you know that 1 in 3 Ravens cannot swim?
We have a solution for you, sir.
Come to Ravens training camp in this beautiful aquatic center and teach us how to swim.
That's awesome.
They're asking Mr. Phelps.
Is he coming? Get your Michael Phelps on.
Right.
Your Michael Phelps on.
Right. That's
Remember
great,
that
dude.
song?
Yeah, dude. That's like one of my theme
Sean
songs.
Andrews,
Come on,
baby.
man.
Yeah.
That was with a bong involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that song.
Wow. Any word from Phelps? Is he coming?
I don't know. That's a
great.
great little video they put together, though.
Yeah.
1
in 3 Ravens can't swim. That's great.
Aaron Boone.
Can he swim? With a name like Rock.
Aaron Boone is an Eagles fan, but he wasn't super happy this weekend with the Eagles' chance.
He's an Eagles fan?
Yeah, I guess he grew up here, right?
Oh, well, Bob, yeah.
There were Eagle chants at Yankee Stadium over the weekend. That's got to be a weird fever dream for you because, again, you're an Eagles fan. We love and respect that for you. But are you looking around like, what the hell is going on here?
It's the only time I've wanted to vomit hearing that. In that context, I hated it. So fortunately, when it was going up Sunday, we were in the process of winning the game. So that helped a little bit. But it's the only time I do not like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's why the Eagle chant is so great. It is our rallying cry, right? It's our war cry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
like when we take over arenas
and
stadiums, right? Ballparks abound. E-A-G-L-E-S. It's like a war chant.
It lets you know we're here.
Yeah, man. It's so
like Mets fans come
cool.
to town, Yankees, they clap when their team does well, but they don't have anything else.
It's not. This is baseball.
Yeah,
that's their comeback.
Yeah. They don't have anything
don't understand.
like that. No. And I mean, it's growing bigger than the Eagles. It's just Philadelphia.
Well, that's the point.
Philadelphia's here.
It's a war cry.
Yeah. It works anywhere. You hear,
it's great.
It's on planes, airports. Yeah.
They were doing it at the Coliseum or the Vatican. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Yes. So one more. One of my favorite shows, Love Is Blind, is filming this season, upcoming in Philadelphia. They got a casting call.
Tell us the premise of Love Is Blind.
All right. So there's 30 guys, 30 women, maybe 20. They go in the pods. And you can only talk to the woman or the guy.
Through the pod, the wall.
Hear them. You only hear them. There's a wall dividing you, so you have no idea what they look like. And to move on, there's groups who actually propose to people. They fall in love, propose over a few weeks without seeing them.
Yeah.
And then they follow them through as they get married, ready for the wedding. They meet each other's families.
Dude.
So I'm thinking we got to get Andrew and Joey Marone got to get on this show.
Joey would be the best. Andrew would be great.
Yes.
But Joey would be a star on this show.
A total star.
Joey would be the star of this show.
Yeah. You get Dude, 3 ladies in love with you and then propose to none of them.
I'll just make it like a big joke.
Dude, you would be great at it.
Oh, you're on there, professional skater.
Pro skater.
Yes.
Joey Marone.
Yes.
What? That's a story, dude. That's a great idea.
Dude. You got to go to the audition.
And here's what I want to see. I want to see the girl come to your house with Gina and meet your mother. Your mother would be like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. He's not for sale. Be on your way.
I think we get a crew. I think these guys go down to the auditions. We get a crew to follow them for the audition.
Where's the auditions? Where are the auditions at?
You guys got to go down to the audition.
Go down. We'll send Chris with you.
That'd be funny.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Oh, happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah. We'll send Chris with you. We got to do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
You're in. Both.
Yeah. It'd definitely be funny.
What if we actually make it?
Andrew, for you, you'll be discovered.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Because you'll do your sing and dance routine.
Oh yeah.
Right. Next thing you know,
sing it
you'll
to
be
the
in
wall.
Vegas.
Doing monologues.
Yeah.
I'll shake to the wall. Yeah.
Exactly. This will be your chance. All right. I'm telling you, you guys, stars. You got to do it. All right.
We'll do it.
All right. I like it.
All right.
Back in the day, baby.
This was going to make you feel. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
G?
Yeah. This is a time when the Sixers played a game.
Who?
with five Hall of Famers on the court at once.
Oh man, I miss him.
He's still up off the bench. Moses with that power inside.
It's Moses. It's Barkley. It's Doc. It's Mo Cheeks. It's Bobby
longer
Jones.
shot than Patrick wanted. One of the things about playing
Bill Russell on the call. Never liked him on the call. He was terrible.
Maurice Cheeks played 48 minutes in the overtime win against Chicago the other day. Julius Erving continues to Chicago.
Right? Right. How you can lose? The year before they beat everybody by 50. They rolled through it. They used to dig themselves these huge deficits and come back and win. It's like they didn't even play in the first half. And then see what they could do. Like challenge themselves. And they lost to the freaking Nets. I was a little kid. I was a kid watching at the Spectrum lose to they lost 3 games at home to the Nets, including Game 5.
I remember.
Doc said mail in the stats.
I remember.
Their team has given me nothing but heartache. Nothing but heartache. Nothing.
That was supposed to make you feel good, not trigger you.
No, they just give me nothing but heartache, the Sixers. And I love them. I can't quit them, but they give me heartache.
They give the whole city heartache. I mean,
Well,
they're kind
of course,
of they're
give everybody heartache.
kind of dead
That's
to me.
what they
Right?
are.
Well, I'm excited now. They got our boys, Janai Broom and VJ. It's gonna be good.
DJ, as the great basketball expert, Janai Broom as an NBA player, you say? Back up.
Like good 8 to 10 minutes a game. Some rebounds, some defense. Yeah.
You like Edgecombe, though, right? Yeah. Yeah, his shot. Yeah. Yeah, he's a great athlete. But I like willing defender. In fact, he's going to D up. They need some D. They need some guys that can D up. No. DJ will never say the process. He hated the process, hated everything about it. He will never say it. No, you will never call it that way. All right, that's going to...
The mess.
All right, that's going to do it for us.
Hopefully we got a new third baseman tomorrow.
Whoa, Suarez. Welcome, Suarez.
He's DHing today. He's in the lineup, but he's not in the field today. DHing.
It's all right. It's all right. All right, everybody. Great day to y'all. We love you. See you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.